Welcome everybody. This is D Durrell with once again with the D Durrell sector, also broadcast rebirth. Happy for you all to be here once again, man. I'm so excited about doing another video. Shout out to everybody that watched my video as it relates to Anton Daniels and Super Slide Debate one-on-one. Oh man, I feel so rejuvenated right now, man. I'm doing what I want to do. I'm doing the content that I think is necessary to be done. You know, no more of this personal niggas trying to look at your shit, niggas trying to fuck up. Goddamn. Worrying about fucking. I'm away from all of this. Going back to my roots. Those that don't know, in this tons. Beefs, knowledge. Here we go now. Okay, I'm going in and out. Let me know if y'all can hear me. I've been having problems with this goddamn mic. Let me know if y'all can hear me pretty good. Let me know before I get into it. Press one if you can hear me okay. If it's not, you know, I'll go from there. I'll see what I can do. Try to make this work. Again, guys, I am broadcasting from D Durrell the Rebirth. I would love all of y'all to the D Durrell subscribe, please share. I'm making broadcast on channel. Everybody start going to yeah. We're gonna have some fun today. We're gonna talk about where are all now somebody smart. I did the live stream. The best pill actually came out. Shed light on some things. I'm here. I'm married. Okay? If they are red, they ignore their life part of the conversation. Hannah Borden. I don't know who the hell it is. Well, if the point of the red pill is to avoid marriage, you didn't do it. How are you going to speak in the affirmative on a position in which you're the opposite of according to your own answers? The best pill? That makes no sense. Come on now. Now I know you're used to, you know, shedding light and talking and debating with people that may not, you know, use their intelligence as well, and you know, they may not comprehend, and they're not, maybe it's tactical. Maybe not. And that to me, one of my is the hypocrisy. Straight up. Like because people say anything on the internet. Anything. Say every time. Man, I need to. I don't know what. Does it sound better now? Is it better now? I'm gonna turn the music off. All right, so I killed the music, man. Shit. Anyway, guys, I'm back once again, guys. Um, no, you come in and out much. You come in much clearer without the music. Okay. So I'm gonna go without the music. Okay. So we're gonna do this. Before I get started, okay. Shout out to Cassandra Brown for coming in. Appreciate you, sister, for being here. Been following me for a long time. I want to give a shout out to the best pill for coming in and actually, giving his perspective. Over here at the D Rail sector, you don't have to agree with me, but I respect ideas and opinions that make sense, whether I agree or disagree. Nomadic Mariner says red pill men are against marriage. Of course they are. But my point is the fact that many of them that are red pill became red pill because of the failure of relationships. And when I talk about the failures of relationships, period, I'm speaking in the fact of Negroes can't land a date, Negroes that can't get laid, 4 or 5 busted, um, um, you know, marriages or more, you proposals that didn't work out, and then you hide behind monikers and to try to think it's never you. It's never you. It's never you. Nah, it gotta be the black woman all the time. It was never my fault. It's never my fault that I don't take a shower every day. I don't comb my hair. I don't put on deodorant. I don't brush my teeth and put on some nice cologne and wear decent clothes. Not my fault that I'm rude as hell. I can't. It's not my fault. I can't be romantic at times. It's not my fault. I can't. It's never my fault. It's not my fault. Yeah, I don't want to listen. Compromise. I'm a masculine man. I'm Sigma. I'm Alpha. She got to be the problem. You just supposed to follow me, even though I don't know where the hell I'm going. But just follow me. What's up, business connections, man? I'm gonna send you a copy of that through your email, brother. I'm gonna send you a copy of that song, man. Ah, she say red pill men want other men. Hey, that's exactly what I feel when I hear MGTOW. When you tell me to go the other way, so if I'm going away from women, what the hell? Please let me know. Nomadic Mariner said we need a Smoke Holes 2024 mix. Hey man, you ain't say but a thing. You ain't say but a thing. Godfather D Darrell in the Umar sector, although I ain't claiming it like that. This is I'm straying away from them niggas. I may have to do that, but I'm gonna say this from the Umar sector, the sector I created. Listen, man, I fucks with the sector, but I'm not doing sector content because over there in the Umar sector, they strayed away from doing content. They about seeing destruction amongst other content creators. They about breaking up, people's careers, their lives, their marriages. They about digging up criminal history reports and all kind of treacherous ass shit. And I just want to do content, man. Like what I'm doing today, I just want to do content. Just want to have fun. See, the Umar sector forgot how to have fun. Now it's about tragedy. What's up, Conscious Energy? I see you in the house. Much love, brother. And what's up, Femi with the smoke? What's going on, sister? Good to see you here. Good to see you here today. So once again, as I was stating, I'm going to bring up some people because we need to talk about this. We need to talk about people who were married that are red pill, because there are people who were married. There were people who were married. Let me give you an example of someone who was married. I'm going to give you examples. I'm going to give you several examples of people who were married. I'm going to give you several examples. This is one. Now, me and him used to beef. I'm good, but I'm just going to give you an example. Niggas who were married that are no longer, that are red pill. Just giving y'all examples. See this man on the screen? Do you see this man on the screen? Do you see this man? This man lost his marriage to the red pill just a few years ago. Yeah, arch nemesis. Well, at least he thought he was. Funny little fella. Well, not little. He a big ass black guy, according to him. Lost his wife to the. Now, I wasn't for that doxing shit they did to him, because basically, y'all didn't know he was married. Oh, this nigga was married. Feel me with the smoke. Oh yeah, this nigga just got divorced. Mr. Fantastic divorced. He was separated probably a year before we knew, but he got divorced somewhere around 20 or 2021. Yes, maybe 2022. I want to say 2021, but definitely somewhere between 2020 and 2020 got a divorce. He was married. Feel me? He was married for a long ass time. Had a fruitful relationship. Mr. Fantastic, to his credit, I think he's a good dad. I really think Mr. Fantastic is a good dad because he has kids, I think. And he spoke of his kids. Super Slide. Man, hey, Super Slide. Don't you know, man, these niggas, those anti fans, man, they mad at me for taking Slide. Like, I would say this, man. Listen, it has spawned me, Super Slide, to do at least 3, 4, 5 more Anton Daniel videos, because listen, I've gotten over 50 between both channels, D-Darrell Live and the D-Darrell sector. I got about 50 comments where they mad as fuck. They calling you a hater. They say I'm a hater for supporting you, and I'm like, man, I've been knowing Super Slide for 5, 6, 7 years, man. Get the fuck out of here. Super Slide has been all around, been doing this thing, man. They hating my guts, man. They came through though. Shout out to you, man, for being the mature person in that interview, because you just really want to be like, look, I'm a man, you a man. Now I don't agree with the meeting up shit, but I do get what you're saying. I can, whatever I'm saying on YouTube, I can say in your face, and to me that's manly as fuck, because that's the truth. Stand on your shit. And so and I'm gonna be honest with you, he really about, if you really look at it, he's really about the show. He really about the show. Super Slide say hilarious. It was hilarious. And I'm actually gonna do Anton Daniels content, because Anton Daniels, man, these niggas watch him religiously, And if anybody do content, they're going to comment and they're going to watch. So that's the case. I will feed the beast. I'm definitely going to feed the beast. But Mr. Fantastic, number one. Let's get back to Fantastic. Fantastic was married for about 10 years. They got doxxed by another group that I ain't gonna even speak of them niggas, but people that was there, and then they fell out with the person who did the doxing. The story for those that know, they know what happened with that. I don't agree with none of that shit. Shout out to Mr. Fantastic. He's a retired veteran. He served his time, served his country well. I give him all of that. But where he fucked up was with that shit with Jessica X. And this nigga lost his marriage behind supporting Jessica X and the red pill foolishness. And I even told him, you not really red pill. You playing a role to get a little change to supplement your military, salary. And I get it. Get your money. Get your money, brother. Get your money. Get your money. Damn, they saying I'm going in and out. Man, this is killing me. Let me try to adjust this mic, man. I think I'm gonna have to get another interface, man. I think it's the interface. I don't think it's the mic. I think it's the interface. Yeah, man. He is funny as hell. Mr. Fantastic is very fucking funny. And he's funny looking too. But with that being said, the brother lost. Where you at? Okay. The brother lost his marriage to the red pill. And it came out that he lost his marriage. Look, man, I ain't for nobody getting divorced. I'm all for a black marriage. I'm all for black marriage. I'm not really into the interracial shit, but I'm for marriage. I definitely am. I'm all for that, and I'm for people maintaining families. But word was it that his wife found out about the shit he was doing online in his little views, and she had problems with it. Give you the next person. See this man right here? Oh, y'all all know who this man is. Everybody know who this man is. Everybody know who this man is. Everybody. You can't tell me you don't know. Everybody know. You can't tell me you don't know who this man is. Mr. King of the Manosphere was divorced twice. Now, I'm not gonna get into the reasons why I think he got, I ain't gonna talk about the reasons why I think he got a divorce, but it's quite obvious if you read between the lines. But KS basically, in all intents and purposes, got divorced because he, seemed to be a certain persuasion, liking certain things, like to partake in certain situations. You know what I mean? He liked to do those things. Now, listen, rest in peace to Kevin Samuel. Rest in peace to, look, I'm not about, look, the brother was successful. 50, basically, he was 55 years of, shout out to him for finally getting it at the end. And he lost it at the end, I guess, trying to prove that he didn't like the other, of a certain persuasion, but I'm just going to leave that alone. But Mr. Kevin Samuel was married twice, was broke, children, complained about it, child support. It's like some of these niggas I had to fight and argue with for years in this sector. For years. For years. Talking about, paternity test results and child support and alimony and who get the kids, and you know they put my name on the birth certificate and all of this other crazy ass red pill shit, over exaggeration of what really goes on in real life as it relates to relationships and fueling this gender war. The only people who are at war are the people who can't get a fucking date. That's just the facts. Facts. Listen, people say he put the manosphere on the map. They're saying that he made the manosphere mainstream. Mainstream. Was getting on all kinds of reality shows. Man, he did have a bright future. I ain't gonna deny him of that. I'm not gonna deny him of that. Now I'm thinking of the other person. I can't find his ass. But I'm gonna just say this. Do y'all remember a man by the name of Theo Wap? Or Raph, whatever the hell his name is. Theo Raph. Wife divorced him before she died. He did what a lot of red pill niggas try to do. If they can't get with a black woman, they get with an Asian woman, a white woman, a non-black woman, thinking they're going to get better. Okay? Theo Wap was married to an Asian woman and was crying to me when I was I forgot where I was at. Theo Wap was mad at me over there by Obsidian and some other places. She didn't love me. My wife didn't love me. But no, yeah, his wife did die. And I listen, I feel bad about that too, man. I'm not, that ain't the issue. The nigga was mad at his because his wife died not loving him. Fuck the fact that she had to put up with his big ass, big yellow ass, green eye ass for years and his bullshit. Nah, that's what I was worried about. Theo Waf. Yes. You know, is still bitter behind it about his wife. He is still bitter. He hadn't grieved. He hadn't grieved, man. And the anger that Theo, man, was telling. It was so telling. It was so telling. I felt sorry for the man. I really felt sorry for Theo Waff. I really, really felt sorry for Theo Waff. I did. But Theo Waff was, now for his situation, looked like they were already getting a divorce. Because anytime you mad your wife don't love you, and now you're going around fucking any little Asian woman you can find. Now you still messing with Asian women, it don't even matter. Now the next person, if Super Sly, you still here, I know you're gonna love this one. You see this ugly little fella. You see this ugly motherfucker to the. You see this ugly motherfucker to the left. Little Big Nate. Oh my God. One of my favorite little creatures. Oh, One of my favorite little creatures that actually tried to call the channel 2 news on me. This little nigga, man. Yeah, look at him. Oh, look how cute the little puppy. You see that little puppy? Look how cute he is. Oh, see the little Dalmatian, the little Rockwaller. See this nigga. This nigga got divorced. Now, little Big Nate give me I can't please my woman vibes. Like imagine Cassandra or Tanya Sweat. Imagine trying to make love to a nigga that look like this. You cutting the lights off. Better yet, I bet Cassandra and Tanya like, nigga, just no, don't get on top of me. Just put your face between my legs. I like to see your ass. Yes, yes. Just do that. Get it over with. That's the only way I'm getting the orgasm tonight. This nigga here, man, called the Channel 2 News on me and reported me. Yes, Cassandra. Just put his face between your legs and say, nigga, I want to see you. There's no way. This nigga went to the Manosphere meetup, threatened to kick my ass. Actually wanted his son to kick my ass. Him and Super Sly got into it. We all got into it too, you know. She said, not even while drunk, high on with Stevie Wonder's eyes. This little creature got mad at me for roasting the shit out of him for looking like he was homeless at the first Manosphere meetup. Yes, the first Manosphere meetup. And I think he did the second one too. But listen, this little creature is something else. This little creature, Lord, he's one of my favorite little YouTube characters. He's 5'3", 285 pounds. He went to the Manosphere meetup with a rope for a belt. He had some hand-me-down cloths for a jacket and some kind of 1985 slave woolen ass jeans that he fucking pants that he wore with some busted up ass shoes to the Manosphere. And he wondering why his wife left his ass. And his whole thing is that, well, I kept my 2 kids. I kept my 2 kids. I this is how he really felt. I kept my kids, Gigarella. You know he got a loud ass voice. I kept my kids. I got custody of my kids in the divorce. Yes, the world, you effeminate. Love to say the word effeminate. Fucking effeminate. The world, fucking effeminate. I never been me and G, man. Shout out to Blue Devil. My favorite biracial. Niggas. It's the world, you effeminate. I'm gonna take your business. I want you to apologize for roasting the fuck out of me on YouTube, making me cry. And I'm gonna get my son. He's a UFC fighter, 6'3", 230 pounds. You kick your ass, big bro. Now, forget the fact that you can't kick my ass. You know, I'm 5'9", 215, nice and trimmed down. But at that time, I was a bit bigger. I was actually 5'9", about 238, 235. I lost 20 pounds. You know. But this nigga, this nigga. Oh, I love it. Love it. This nigga has to be one of my favorite beats of all time, even better than Mr. Fantastic. Damn. Okay. Still with the sound, man. I got to do something about this. I'm sorry, guys. But I'm gonna have to get me an interface. I'm trying my best. Trying my best. Trying my best. Let me alter this shit. Is it better? Let's see how it's now. I may have a shortage. I think I got a shortage. I'm gonna have to get that shit checked out. Let me switch this up. Audio. I'm gonna just use this. Take that out. Take that shit out. We just gonna rock it this way. I'm gonna use the computer mic. I'm gonna use the computer mic. Is echo cancellation turned on? Hold on. Turn that down. Okay. So we're gonna go that route. I don't know what's up with my. Oh. Okay. Yeah, it is off, and I reduced the background noise too. Okay. So we gonna go this route. Okay. But this nigga here, man, listen, was so mad at me, so upset, so triggered. So funny though. He was funny though, man. He was really, really funny. But I enjoyed roasting Little Big Nate. I enjoyed roasting him so much. It was fun. He really, really was fun. He was really, really fun to roast. Really fun to roast. But at the end of the day, Little Big Nate, it all went down the way it did, and he and he was mad at other people, and things didn't go his way, and he was crying, a little crybaby, that he is, and things just didn't go for him. Things just didn't go the way that he thought it should have went. And they saying he got another channel. Okay, I don't care to watch, but I get it. I don't care to watch this nigga, but it is what it is. But let me get to the next person. Oh, yes. Do y'all know that little sleepy Bernard Riley? One of the most boring channels because he let everybody else talk and he say nothing. They look sleepy on the panel and on his show. This nigga was married. He got married young. Oh, he got married young. This nigga fell in love with the first piece of ass he ever got. Ain't that some red pill shit? He fell in love and married the first woman. He thought he got it right the first time. Married her out of high school. Now, this is his story because he told the world his business. He told everybody that he loved her. They had their kid, their son. He was a good little. And I actually think Bernard Riley's a good father. He seemed like, I think of all the people I'm going to talk about, I actually think he probably is the most normal one of the bunch. And even when he went to the Manosphere meeting, he was the only one that actually looked decent. So I actually think this is nothing but a facade for him because he, they told me he used to sell wigs and weave, even though he say against dating women with wigs and weaves. That was somebody said he sold half for a living. I don't know the truth behind that shit. These niggas lie about being on. They lie about tech jobs and they making 150,000 plus on tech. So that is what it is. But goes without saying, yeah, that's what the brother's doing. That's what the brother is doing. This brother lost his wife, left him. They were married out of high school, a year out of high school, and she divorced him in his mid-20s and never looked back. and she went on with her life, and this nigga became red pill after that. Now, notice, I want to preface this. Notice that red pill, the realization of red pill, seems to always stem from pain and tragedy and defeat and agony. Never comes from just being happy in life. Never comes. Shout out to Bayou Bunny. What's up, Queen? It never comes from having a happy life. Why does it have to be the black woman killed my spirit and she took my livelihood, and she didn't want to give me none, and she fucked over me and was fucking my friend, and she took half of everything, and now I'm paying $1,500 in child support, and only can see the kids for holidays and weekends. This is always the story. Is so consistent. Every guy, either you look like Little Big Nate or deformed or something like that, or you got no personality like the man on the screen on the screen here. Yeah, Little Big Nate. So again, where are these happy red pill marriages? Because they talk about why black men are married more than black women. Black men are married at 31, 32%, 33%. Black women are married around 17, 16, give or take percentage. Okay. So really, when you really look at it, only so many people in our community are getting married. But what they won't talk about is the fact that of that 17% of black women, about 93% of that, 90 to 93% is to black men. So that's the part they don't talk about. You see, as opposed to the majority of black men, the overwhelming, about 33% of black men who are married, particularly if they have a college degree. Now that's a significant statistic, are actually married to non-black women, particularly white women. So when black women get married, you know what happens? They actually get married to black men overwhelmingly. They're the second least likely behind white men, percentage-wise, to not marry outside of their race. You know why white men don't do it as much, even though they do it, but they don't marry. They may have a kid with a black woman or Asian, but they want white sons with white women. They can't get that with other races. Simple as that. That's part of having recessive genes. But they don't tell you that. Black woman just the least likely. She's just the least likely to do anything. It's because of her attitude. It's because according to Kevin Samuel, the BMI that wasn't created for black women, that was created for white women, a Eurocentric scale that they try to make applicable to black women. And we all know black women, and thank the Lord, black women are not shaped like white women. They're not. Thank the Lord. You're unique on that by far compared to any other race. That's the facts. That is the facts. This is the facts. Now, I want to get to another story because y'all need to understand this, man. Because this is some real shit. This is real. How these guys get up here and they put on this fake persona. And they claim that they want so much for black men. and it's not true. But they don't give a shit about the plight of black boys in the school system and society. They don't give a shit about that. All they worried about is getting a date. To me, it is pitiful. It is somewhat disturbing as a black man. And all I see is black men worrying about dating as the primary factor of why shit is fucked up in our community. Now, see this man on the screen that y'all see talking right now? Dr. Tia Johnson was married. Now, to Tia Son's credit, Tia Son's wife did die, and rest in peace to her. I'm sorry, but Tia Johnson comes off as a Negro who think he always the smartest man in the room. He has zero charisma, little bit nerdy. He seems like a person that talks about his field as far as having a PhD in black male studies, whatever the fuck that is. And how does that translate to a job in this current job market? Please let me know. That degree has no economic value outside of teaching bullshit and at the academic level in college. Tia Johnson personifies red pill, pseudo intelligence, and academia. He took his PhD, which he can't get a job outside of working at a university. He propelled that to doing red pill content to make black men feel good about themselves because he can organize and structure information and articulate it better than 99% of the people in the space. That's Tia Johnson. He is a smart brother. I would love to see Tia Johnson and Dr. Umar Johnson have a debate on Pan-Africanism versus red pill. Oh, I would love that. I would pay for that. I would actually pay to see that. I would pay to host it. But that's him. The brother. And see, what I don't get about many of these guys is that they tell their story. This guy went live and actually talked about how the last couple of years of his life, his wife, who was suffering from a illness, this Negro was basically mad that he couldn't have sex with his wife, and his wife suffering, trying to hold on to her goddamn life. And this ignorant, fluffy-looking Negro, nerdy Negro, was mad that she wasn't healthy enough to have sex. That's what Tia Johnson did. He did an interview talking about, my wife wouldn't have sex with me. She was suffering. She was sick. Now, listen. I'm not saying that I'm not proposing people commit adultery, because it ain't my business. But I think that if I was in that situation, Tia's son, yes, a professional whiner, Tia's son Johnson, I would have had a conversation with my wife, as I would wait on her hand and foot and let her know I love her. And I understand she cannot, and I wouldn't even demand my sickly wife that I know is unhealthy enough to have sex with me and be looking at her like she the fucking problem, like this rotten bastard did in an interview. That's what he did. I would have just basically either secretly been with someone else, or I would have asked for her permission based on the circumstances. I would love her the same. I would take care of her. She would still be first thing in my life. She comes first. But if I was in the same position, if I'm sickly and I couldn't please my wife, and my wife, and I knew I couldn't, and it was a struggle for her, I would swallow my pride and let it happen, or tell her at least that if it happens, I don't want to know about it. Because I'm just thankful at this point that you're even here for me, because a lot of Negroes would have divorced their sickly wife to move on. Femi with the smoke said, who want to sleep with him? Baby, let me tell you something, Femi, with the smoke. There's a lot of women that'll do a lot of things that they wouldn't say. And listen, there's a lot of thirst going on these days. There's a lot of thirst. But yeah, who would want to sleep with him? That's a good ass question. 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 Now, I want to get to my last person before I wrap it up. My last person. This is one of my more favorite motherfuckers that see, I ain't get a lick at his ass until the last few years. He's been around longer than every goddamn body. This nigga was in the white manosphere. And I'm saving his ass for last because he old as fuck. Okay. See this person, that avatar at the top, Mr. BGS Ipmore. Now he got a new little avatar. I haven't watched this fool content in so long. This Negro was once married. Now he like 80 years old now. He basically, for all intents and purposes, can't get it up. Even if he was younger. He'd been divorced. I don't think he's had sex in a decade. I don't. Yeah, like this Negro here. So, Mr. BGS Ipmore, to me, in my opinion, is one of the most influential persons in the space as it relates to pseudo-intellectualism in the manosphere. He has piloted numerous so-called data and anthropology as it comes to psychology, sociology, anthropology, all of these behavioral sciences and statistics and aspects of what I would say industry, economics, intermingled all that shit. I had an argument with this nigga. This nigga compared today's society to an ancient native culture from 1,500 years ago of what they did compared to today. And I said, oh my fucking God. This Negro here has sold this space on so much bullshit. And that these Negroes really think he is a master teacher. They really think this man is really intelligent and don't know how to decipher and digest a lick of goddamn research, nor is he qualified to speak on half the shit that he talks about. And this is facts. This is facts. And I had debates with him on panels. And you know what he did? Bayou Bunny said, child, this nigga ain't get no pussy in a decade. It is amazing. The people who failed the most to say about relationships. It saddens me, man. I do not like to hear 30, 40, 50-year-old, 60-year-old people talking about dating. in relationships that failed. Straight up failed. That's what they all have in common. They failed. They all failed. Now, if I'm missing anybody that was once married that y'all know is divorced, please put that in the chat. I don't want to miss shit. I don't want to miss a goddamn thing. Please put it in the chat or let me know who I'm missing. Please let me know. Because I definitely would like to bring them up if I'm missing somebody. They the first ones to talk about marriage, the first ones to talk about divorce. They're the first one to talk about the black man head of the household. They're the first ones to talk about submission. They're the first one to talk about masculinity and femininity. They're the first ones to be the passport and go get another woman, non-black this. And they're the first ones. I respect the ones who ain't never been married and did at least dating. But no, the guy, the best pill told, just basically said, I'm one of a million. This guy here, one of a million. So how can you continue to support and one of your primary stances as it relates against black women being appropriate for marriage is that why are you not married? You're not fit for marriage because of X, Y, Z things, and of course, the way you carry yourself, your attitude, the way you dress, and y'all just want to go around, being for the community and all that good stuff. But then the very, I would say, theology, cult religion that you have is against marriage. So if you're against marriage, how in the hell you're going to criticize women who are not getting married? Because according to the best pill and others that I've heard this, red pill is anti-marriage. Make it make sense, red pill people, red pill enthusiasts. Please make it make sense, because the shit don't make no goddamn sense to me. If you are against marriage, and that is a specific aspect or a pillar of red pillism, how the hell are you gonna criticize the women in your own culture for not getting married for something that you don't even fucking recommend? This is why I don't argue with none of these niggas, because I got tired of doing that shit back in 18, 19, 20, and I kind of slowed it down in 21 because it was the same motherfuckers arguing the same shit. They was like, D-Durrell, you married. All married men are simps. I'll say, so what the fuck were you when you was married and I kept my shit and you didn't? So what the fuck they make you? Who's simping? Are you simping when you pay that child support check? Are you simping when you pay that goddamn alimony? Things that I don't have to fucking worry about. Not one of these guys that I mentioned, if you talk to them about their marriage, will ever blame themselves for the reason the marriage didn't work. Not one. Not one of these motherfuckers will blame. I'm talking Tia Son, Theo Wop, BGS Ipmore, Bernard Raleigh. None of them will say, I fucked up. Kevin Samuel would never say
he didn't have sex with his wife because he really wanted sex with men. He'll never say that. It's too late now. Tia Son Johnson would never say he was being selfish and inconsiderate of his wife's health, but he was worried about getting some ass. Bernard Riley would never say that the fact that his wife got tired of the first piece of dick that she got and she wanted some more when she reached in her mid-20s. And after she had that baby, she realized he wouldn't work shit, so she wanted to go with another man, and she fucked up. Hey, that happened to a bunch of women. Hey, that story has been told by many women that I thought he was the one, and then after I had a child or two for him and realized he wasn't shit, I had to move the fuck on. Get over it. Mr. Fantastic will never say he was the problem because he adopted red pill ideology. This nigga came from the goddamn Pokemon sector and watching fucking cartoons and shit, and came to the manosphere to fucking watching what's that fucking Asian type cartoon and shit. He came from that shit, that goofy ass shit that Angry Man and others like to put in Sergeant whatever the hell his name from Baltimore. They like to put that shit in their little avatars and shit, Goku and all that shit. Will never say they were the problem. Little Big Nate will never say that his wife left him because he was too ugly. Little Big Nate will never say that he had no stamina. No, not Sergeant Willie P. Charles Faulkner. Sergeant Charles Faulkner from Baltimore. I used to go to his channel and fuck with him all the time. He's from Baltimore, but yeah, Sergeant Willie P. is Manosphere 1.0. He was a silly, he was a crazy ass nigga. Dragon Ball Z. Yeah. All of that shit. Yes. All of that. None of them. They never will say that. Never, never, never. Master Teacher BGS Ipmore. This nigga said he was a MGTOW. When this nigga said about 7 years ago he was a fucking MGTOW monk, I almost jumped out the fucking chair. This nigga said I'm a celibate MGTOW. I say, nigga, no, nigga, you're not celibate. Nigga, your shit is involuntary because your ass is old and you need some medication support. You ain't had no pussy in 10 years. And you know everything about black. And nigga had BGS Ipmore for women. That shit was hilarious. And the women that I'm like, now I'm gonna say this to y'all women. So because I gotta say this about y'all ass, because particularly the women in the space, and I appreciate y'all for coming in, and y'all came in, and I love the fact that we got feminine energy in the space, despite these niggas. They wouldn't know true black femininity if you hit them in the goddamn face. Listen. Some of y'all go out y'all way to argue with fools. Y'all would argue with fools. You cannot argue with, I had to learn that. You can't argue with fools. But listen, according to BGS, you're an octane, you're an 87 octane, you're a 97 octane. And all this other shit. I'm like, what the fuck are you? Some fucking low grade ass diesel? The fuck? You a 77 octane and you this and that. Class, race. The fuck out of here, BGS. And the thing about it, guys, because I've been here a long fucking time. I've been here for 8 years. And I seen no progress. One of the reasons why I left back, the first time I left the manosphere was in 2020. I left the manosphere to go back to the Umar Johnson sector. And so I went ahead and left, man. I didn't totally leave, but I left just to kind of, just wanted to get the fuck out of it. I just wanted to do something different. Just go fuck with some other people on some other shit. And when I came back. I ain't stay gone that long. But year after year, I'm seeing the same people in the same situation, or they divorced. And that repetitively happened. And then you start seeing all these goofy ass niggas start popping up, worshiping an avatar and all this other shit. SYSBM motherfuckers, but they've been around a long time. But they had new ones that came up to the forefront. Passport Brothers. Y'all remember I made this song? SYSBM and Passport Brothers.
A nigga said, Deidre, you need to get them goddamn bunk beds right now. I said, kiss my ass like right now. Talk about black women all day and all night and all day and all night and all day. Debate on the topics like you're lost and you don't know what else to say. You never hear these niggas go on and on about the girls that they claim that they with. Can't say the same about the black women that they don't want. Yeah, you know they full of shit. They say they want to leave. Saying black men take heed. I'm like, nigga, you can go. I'm like, nigga, you can leave. I got some plane tickets.
I told them niggas back in 2020, I got them goddamn plane tickets. Where them goddamn plane tickets? Where them goddamn plane tickets? Get the fuck out. I straight up told them niggas to get the fuck. The niggas got mad at me because I'm like, look, as a man, listen, if you don't like black women, nigga, the more the goddamn merrier. You can get your funky ass. Why you buddy say that was my shit? You could get those funky ass tickets and get the fuck out, and we will not miss you. We will not miss you. We ain't missing a goddamn thing. We can let the lowest of the low of black community leave. And low-key, guys, a lot of these men who low-key go to these other groups of women are low-key this way because a lot of black women just they couldn't please a black woman. They just didn't know how to sexually please black women. That's really and this is the unspoken truth. As a man, they could not. The women got bored of them. The women said they couldn't lick and eat it good enough. They couldn't work it good enough. They didn't have enough. They was too big, too small. I'm talking stomach wise and weight wise, not the two. They wasn't affectionate enough. It was always something that was missing. They don't never want to talk about that. They up there worrying about. Notice these red pill niggas never talk about how to satisfy a woman. Never. They never say it. They never, no skills. They never talk about how to treat a woman, how to finesse a woman, how to treat her good and make her smile, make her feel wanted, make her feel like she on top of the goddamn world. It don't take that goddamn much. It just takes the right words, the right situation, the right time. And yes, Take a shower and put some cologne on because women love a good smelling ass man. Brush your teeth too. Get some goddamn Colgate. Get some goddamn Colgate and shit, and take that goddamn brush and fucking brush it down. Get some goddamn mouthwash and brushing your. They just want some decent shit. Decent nigga. That's it. It don't take that much. This is why y'all asses didn't stay married. You can't say it's infidelity because you niggas too ugly to get women from, and you too awkward to get another woman because they don't want you. You lucky your wife married you. Tia's son went the last 2 or 3 years without having sex with his wife. The fuck is this? I'm tripping. Am I tripping? Please let me know I'm tripping. Because see, I'm feeling good with what I'm doing, man. I'm like this is some good shit what I'm doing right now. I'm speaking what motherfuckers don't want to say. And see, I ain't new to this. Not new to it. I'm on to it. I ain't new to it. Ha 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 ha. Study said, what's your body count? See, that's another goofy ass question to ask a woman. Why would you want to know a woman? Let's just say this. You already ain't getting no pussy. So why the fuck would you turn a woman off that want to give you some pussy by asking her a body count? Please help me understand that. When the woman wanted, you're gonna ask these like one incel ass nigga that I was talking to one time told me the first time when he talked to black women, the first thing he asked the women is, "Are you submissive and is your hair real?" Now, let me get to this thing with Obsidian and listen, because Obsidian say a lot of. Let me say this. Let's ask Brown Sugar Baby. Is she the what's her name? Brown Sugar Baby, whatever hell her name was. Sweet Brown Sugar, whatever the fuck his wife name was. The one, or his not wife, but his long-term partner that we didn't know was his long-term partner he been with for like 11, 12, 13 years. And shout out to that relationship, because he in his 50s talking about this shit. So I'm like, what the hell you been doing? She on your show in the morning when you were here, giving her perspectives that people were listening to, her opinion, in a male space. Obsidian said that women shouldn't be satisfied sexually. It's because he couldn't satisfy. This nigga talking about bending a woman over on the couch and getting a hot nut. But nigga, you couldn't even stand up straight with your disability to fucking get the fuck out of here with that, Obsidian. Nigga, she had to hold your ass up. The fuck you talking about? This is the kind of shit I'm talking about, man. And I like Obsidian, but let's quit with this shit. Let's quit with this shit. This is what I'm talking about. Little awkward 5'3", cripple ass niggas up here talking about who to satisfy who. Little big Nate, 5'5", 285 pounds. Are you serious? Danica said Mr. Fantastic looked like Pepe the fucking Frog. Come on. She said with his cane thinking he's sexy. Man, the fuck out of here. I think women much prefer a nigga that can walk with their own 2 legs without assistance. That is way more masculine And I'm not trying to, talk ill to anybody that has a disability, because that's not his fault. He was working. Shout out to him. I hope he got his benefits, and he was part of a goddamn what do they call those work unions and shit. Yeah, he was a welder, whatever. Blue collar brother. Look, they say 5'5" and thick everywhere, but where it matters. Oh, listen. I'm gonna say this. I've been married. Will be 20 years. I'll be married 20 years in December, and I never had a problem from the time I began having dating in middle school, high school. Never had problems getting having a girlfriend or having situationships and friends with benefits and we got an understanding and all this other shit, because I listen, I talk, we converse, you get to know, you present yourself in a decent manner. You're not afraid of rejection, which I wasn't. Don't put your eggs all in one barrel. You got to play the field a little bit to see what you want and see who wants you. Don't be thirsty. Don't try too hard. No means no. You ain't got to tell me twice. Now, one thing I never did that they kind of talk about a little bit in this space, as far as that cold approaching shit, I never did a lot of cold approaching. The only time I did cold approaching, if I was at like in a party free ass atmosphere where people just acting a goddamn fool and just having fun, like at a concert, I would cold approach it, like concerts, like a festival, some shit like that. Back in the day when we had those like Kappa Beach parties and shit like that, like that's kind of cold approaching shit I did. Even in college, I didn't do all that cold approaching shit. I put myself in environments where it was about meeting people and having fun. And you lose some, you win some. I'm not going to get mad like Obsidian about the fact that his mom and he couldn't go on the prom with the hot girl, and his mom tried to get him to go with the big ugly girl. Well, I'm like this. Well, the big ugly girl is better than no girl, and beggars can't be choosers. Shit. The big ugly girl probably could have pleased you better than the cute girl that probably was trashing. I don't know. Shit. Let me stop. But I'm sitting here like, but you 50 years old. Man, look. I went to the prom twice. I went to the prom with a girl I dated like freshman year, some shit. I ain't seen this girl in over fucking 30 years. Don't care to, even though I saw she cool. I knew me and her sister was real cool. And we went to college for a year together. And listen. I don't even think about prom. I went to prom with my wife. Went to prom my senior with my wife. We got married like 8 years later. We were together for about 8+ years before we got married because we were young. And I was in college, and I didn't want to get married till I finished my degrees, which is what I did. I got married 2 years after graduating from with my master's degree. And okay, like I don't even think about the prom, even with her. And we married. Like that's like, hey, we've had way more memorable moments in our life than me thinking about a prom when I was 18 and she was 16. We got married. We had kids. We went on trips together. We did things. We got our first apartment together. We got, you know, vehicles together. We went on all kinds of little events and shit and did things and had great, you know. I don't think about the fucking, and this nigga went online for years bitching about the fact that his mom tried to get him to go to prom with a woman he didn't want to go to prom with. And this is a fact. Way more so-called below average women who are married than the ones people call over average. It is. And you know why? Because these so-called below average women are more well-rounded. They're caring, they loving, and they understand how to function in a fucking relationship. And they not selfish. And they not as demanding. And to be honest with you, the sex game is probably better than the prettier women. And that's just facts. See, beauty doesn't necessarily equal great sex game. Because I've had some very beautiful women to talk to, and they was trash. But these niggas never know because they couldn't, I guess the Kevin Samuel 1 through 9, 1 through 10, they couldn't even get a goddamn 3 or 4. They worried about the 7s and 8s and 9s and shit. Fuck out of here. Yes, Cassandra. What's up, the cynical one? Everybody up in there, Juju, I ain't seen you in a long, long time. But listen. He up there worried about the hot chick that didn't want him and was probably not going to have sex with him that night. Was probably going to want to go to the most expensive dinner that he couldn't afford. Was probably going to act the goddamn fool taking pictures. Want to be all in the camera, hovering over his short ass. When, yeah, this other chick who probably, you know, she probably, you know, ain't got the hourglass body, but she cute. She may be a size 14 or 12. Big deal. Yeah, she cute with makeup, hair done. You know, she ain't no goddamn video. But she a nice, decent, wholesome little chick that could probably be naughty after the goddamn the prom over with. Willing to do whatever. But you pass that up because you want the hot chick. So you know what ended up happening to Lil Obsidian? This nigga didn't go to prom. And this nigga was up there listening to some goddamn Wu-Tang Clan or some shit, some goddamn Key Sweat in his bed, mad, with some lotion, hand in lotion. And that's what he did on his prom night. This nigga didn't get nothing. He didn't get nothing. He didn't get no woman. He ain't get nothing but hand and lotion that prom night. Mad at the world. This is red pill. This is the outcomes that people don't want to talk about. They want to talk about the theory, but they don't want to talk about the outcomes. What are the outcomes? The outcomes of red pill ideology. And I'm going to tell you what the outcomes are. The outcomes are I am an underachiever. I'm socially inept. I'm mad. I'm angry. No one wants to talk to me or be around me because I smell and don't shower, for many of them. If a woman was interested in me, I wouldn't know what to do. I would fuck it up by talking. And many of them would. A decent woman show interest they would fuck it up by talking. They would literally fuck it up by talking. Seriously fuck it up by talking. Start running their mouth. First thing come out their mind. She up there getting ready to pull the panties down. Are you gonna be submissive with me in sex? Or you gonna do as I say? Man, you drying it up, saying, what the fuck is wrong with you? That's the first thing come out their mind. Are you gonna be submissive? You gonna follow my program? You gonna follow my program? You gonna take my lead? All she trying to do is have a good night and get a good orgasm and get a good night's sleep and say I had great sex on my damn prom date with this loser ass Negro, and now you done fucked it all up because you want to ask stupid ass questions. This is the mindset of red pill Negroes. Sometimes it's best to shut the fuck up and go with the flow. Enjoy the moment. And keep the memories. Yes, they do say this. Yes, they look. I had a guy told me the first thing he asked is, "Are you submissive?" Now, to me, listen. See, the problem with that cynical one is when people talk about submission, they don't really understand what submission means. They really don't understand what submission means. And see, submission does not mean you're not intelligent. See, they want women to be undeniably submissive without being intelligent in their display of femininity. They want women to be these brainless objects and just follow somebody else's fucking command without thinking for yourself. That is not femininity. That is not submissiveness. Because with submissiveness comes the responsibility of the person who's receiving that submissiveness. See, as a man, I'm responsible for the woman that is submissive to me, because in my responsibility as a man, I have to lead this person in the right direction. And if I lead this person to fucking devastation, she will no longer be submissive. She looking like, what the fuck is going on and why shit is fucked up. And the big thing about it is that the best way, and I'm going to say this for men, I'm going to hit you on some game that dating coaches won't tell you. The best way to receive submissiveness from women, because women naturally give submission to men that don't create doubts. They don't create an environment that's inconsistent. If you can make a woman feel like you hitting on not everything, but your presentation, everything about you, your behavior over time shows consistency and that you got shit together, they naturally submit without even thinking about it. Because once they naturally submit, they're not thinking of you being inconsistent. They're not thinking of you not keeping a job. They're not thinking about you not handling shit. You've already proven it, so they just like, I'm just going to be a woman. What gets the black woman fucked up is when you 30 years old and you living with your mama. You don't have a car. What fucks them up is that you're 35 years old with no career. What's up, YouTube cameras? How you doing? What fucks them up is when you take her out to eat and she the one paying and you ain't got, and your fucking card declined and she got to pay for the goddamn date. That's how women submit. And they do it without thinking about it. They do it subconsciously or unconsciously. Not you asking them some dumbass question about, are you feminine? Are you going to be submissive? I've never asked a woman in my life. Matter of fact, to be honest with you, I have not heard the word submissive so much until I came into this space in 2016. I never, ever heard that word so much. Never heard it so much until I came to this space. I never asked a woman about submission. Now, I've had a few women that would say they're naturally submissive, very submissive women. I've had women say that. But I never asked for you to have to be anything. Because my position is, if we click, we click. If we good, we good. If the vibe is good, we good. Like, seriously. Like, I don't know what the fuck is, like, this shit is not rocket science. They make it seem like you got to crack a goddamn code in this goddamn space in order to get quote unquote submission. And this is facts. But listen, man, I get it, man. People want to do and say what they want to say, do what they want to do. I'm like, man, look, I'm scratching my head at, you've been saying this shit for 10 years. I'm sitting in line about his relationship, like he been a confirmed bachelor, knowing damn well he had a woman that was a single mother, several kids. You playing stepdaddy in some form or fashion. Kids probably grown now. And brown sugar baby every bit of in her early 50s. Not a bad looking woman. This nigga acting like talking about I'm fucking women with Ivy League degrees and I got an itinerary of what we gonna do tonight. Who's sending a goofy ass itinerary through email? We're gonna eat at the La Berge today, and this 5-star restaurant. I'll pick you up in a limo. We're gonna go and go to this activity and this live music, and then we're gonna go back to my place, and I'm gonna bend you over, and I'm gonna hit it from behind and get a hot wet nut for the night and send you away home. That's that nigga. This nigga said that was his itinerary to the world. Who the fuck agreeing to that? And this nigga, to be honest with you, the niggas that believe it. See, well, people that want to know how I fell out with a lot of these niggas in the space, because when I first came into space, I thought the shit was just comedy and jokes and fun. Nobody really meant the shit. They just saying shit for shock value. It wasn't until like 2000, maybe 18, 19, maybe 18, when I learned these niggas was really believing this shit. They was really believing it. That's when we fell off. I fell off with the whole space outside of a few people behind the dumb shit that they were saying. That's when we fell out. I'm like, I really believe that you deserve submission off the rip. You really believe that a woman just to do what you say and don't question shit, and you do this and you wondering why you ain't had a date. Nobody want to fuck with you, but you 39 years old working at Lowe's making $15.55 an hour, or Kevin Samuel 45 years old, 50 years old working at goddamn Office Depot for $11.50 a fucking month, a fucking hour, and your wife taking care of your ass? But you want to come online selling colognes and shit and talking about growing a nigga dick and all this other shit? Seriously? Submission? Man. You have to create, as a man, you have to create the environment that's safe enough for a woman to want to submit. There's levels to it. All women have different levels of as far some women's personality, they're more submissive than others. And some women are only interested in submitting to certain people, certain types of men in relationships. And some women ain't willing to be submissive until they get married. And may hold off and suppress that submission until such. It is facts. It's different women, all women are different. You can't go up to random women asking these crazy ass questions and they don't know you from a can of fucking paint. Like, seriously. But that's the case. Crazy ass niggas, like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Well, D Darrell, you just a simp. You love these females, man. You hate black men. No, I don't. I'm a black man. I raised a son that's now a black man. But I'm not about to sit here and trauma bond with y'all silly niggas that I don't relate to, going through all of this traumatized bullshit about you and women. That's not my story. I'm sorry, guys. You know, dating women was quite easy and didn't require a lot of effort most of the time. But I also wasn't about running behind women to try to get the prettiest woman, because I'm like, if you don't want to fuck with me, you ain't gonna want to fuck with me. I'm not about to go out my way trying to prove to you that I'm worthy of dating. No. If you can't fuck with me from the rip, then I'm out. I mean, shit, I fuck with those who fuck with me. Femi with the smoke say they're oblivious to the fact that the red pill space has actually complicated their dating lives, and they have been conditioned to believe that any dating challenges are women's fault. Yes, forget the fact that little big Nate, that most women don't want to date. It's not that most women, although women want men who are, it's not that women want tall men. Women prefer men who are taller than them. It's a psychological thing. Most men prefer women who are shorter than them. Keep a job for 5 years. Is that so hard? Again, shave. Put on some aftershave. Brush your teeth. Wash under the crust under your fucking eyes. Iron the goddamn jeans and put on a nice polo shirt and some decent shoes. Quit dressing like Angry Man and Mr. Fantastic, like y'all fucking 16 with them fucking big ass hats and shit, like you fucking a fucking kid with sports and shit all the fucking time. Wear some grown up shit for once in your fucking life. No mature ass woman want to be going see you. You got on fucking Laker fucking gear with tennis shoes and shit and your hat to the back, and you 45 fucking 43 years old. Angry Man up there looking around with fucking big ass New York Yankees hat and shit all the fucking time, and you fucking damn near in your mid to late 40s and shit, looking as immature as fuck. What the hell is wrong with y'all niggas? But it's her black woman fault. It's the black woman fault. And why? And I want to say this. this is something else before I end. I'm going to end on this note, but this is going to be my last point. Why is it that every time they get a decent situation, they fall heads over heel in love with promiscuous women who in for the streets? See, as you can notice when you see some of the pictures and shit that they show of attractive women, these Negroes will simp for an Instagram model, low key. They will straight up simp for an Instagram model and wonder why they life all fucked up. Straight up simp their ass off for an Instagram model. This is facts. They will simp their ass off for an Instagram model. I'm laughing, man, but this shit is true, though. This shit is really true. They will simp their ass for that Instagram model. Yes, they will. And then a cool little chick who probably a 5 or 6. Listen, she ain't got the biggest booty and the biggest titties, but she got enough to make it work. Put a little makeup on, she look cute. She nice. She drug disease and drama free. Can cook and clean. Handle her business. And low key a freak if you get it out of her. You'll pass that shit up, but you want the goddamn Instagram model who want nothing but your money and nothing else. And once they get everything out, they on to the next one. I want somebody hot. Never thinking, why would a woman who hot want your average ass? See, you're grading the women 1 through 9, 1 through 10, and can't say 7. But let's talk about grading the men who think, what is your grade? If you think a woman is a 4, 5, or 6, what the fuck is your grade as a man? Matter of fact, I may start doing this. This is going to be some content. I'm going to ask the women, y'all going to start grading men in the space. Is this a 1? Is he a 2? Is he a 4 or 5? I'm going to start putting out shit that we know about every content grade. Y'all going to start grading. You will have a fucking black women's grading system for red pill men. I'm going to have y'all like, this nigga does think he deserve a 9. What is his grade? Grade these niggas. Why not? Lil Big Nate is a fucking 1. Swear to God, he deserve an 8. Swear to God, Lil Big Nate deserve an 8. He is looking like he look. This nigga does claim he deserve an 8. Mr. Fantastic is a fucking 3. This nigga, swear to God, he deserved the baddest, finest thing alive. Bernard Riley a fucking 4 or 5. This nigga think he deserve a 9 off the rip. The onus is always on the women of what they got to do to be a higher rating. What the fuck you as a man? 8, 9s, and 10s ain't looking for no fucking Pookie and Ray Ray 3, 4, and 5 ass niggas. This is facts. They not. They not looking for this shit. They ain't looking for that shit. Fuck they look. Nigga, you average. Fuck out of here. You're average. Cynical and stop. Quit, baby. Quit. Stop it. You telling me this nigga who a 1, okay, if he had a better personality, he'll go from a 1 to a goddamn 3. Ugly is still ugly at the end of the motherfucking day. I get you. Look, every woman different. If you feel you have who am I to tell you? They pass up in looks. They pass up on good average women that don't even know it. And that's facts. Look, not only are they passing up on, that's another thing, man. They passing up on the BBWs too. I'm gonna let that be known. They passing up on some good ass women that are BB because they too big. A nigga like Big Nate think he deserve a woman that's a size 6, a size 8 when he 5'5", 285, and he can't fuck with a woman that's a 16 or 18. Man, the fuck out of here. Like, really? You mean to tell me you too good for a woman that's a 16, and you a goddamn busted up ass Negro? So what if she ain't got all the goddamn courage? She got a little weight on her, maybe had a child or two. So, like, who ain't at a certain age? Shit, once you fucking 35 years old, look, still dating. You think women going 35 years old and they ain't got one child? Y'all claim black men supposed to be childless and fucking the 55, 70% of black men are childless and not married? The fuck out of here. Them niggas got babies that they don't know of, or they got babies they ain't fucking taking care of. They ain't claiming. What statistic is measuring that shit? Let's rate these niggas. Rate them. We're going to have an all-women summit meeting headed by me. We're going to rate the men. The 1 for hits, 1 through 10. We can't use a 7. We cannot use a 7, Cassandra. The cynical one. We can't use a 7 for BGS Ipmore. Femi, we cannot use a 7. We can't do it. We're going to rate these niggas. Rate them. Who, with the green gorilla. An adjustable 7. We're gonna rate the green gorilla. Y'all gonna rate Tia Son Johnson fluffy ass. Y'all gonna rate these niggas, man. We gonna rate them. For it best. Man, this nigga, man, BGS wouldn't know what to do with you. If he had you right now, if you submitted yourself to him, Femi, with the smoke, he wouldn't know what to do. Matter of fact, he couldn't even get it up, baby. He couldn't even get it up for you. And that's just the facts. That's the facts. Oh, another person I forgot to put on here. Damn, I forgot. But a lot of people kind of like him. And he ain't really, they don't really fuck with him like this that much. But yeah, the lead attorney, another divorce. Now I'm gonna be honest with y'all guys. The lead attorney actually did a Freudian slip saying that he dated Kevin Samuel. And to be honest with you, he do come off a little sweet there. He do seem a little sweet. This nigga divorced too, and he a fucking divorce attorney, family court, family lawyer, and he divorced. And I actually like his content. He seems straight up DL. Y'all gonna have to grade him. Y'all gonna have to grade him. Is he a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? And yes, lead is living in Atlanta, and that's a warning sign of itself. But hey, that's what I'm saying. That's what he's giving off. It's definitely what he's giving off. I'm just saying, guys. We sure the fuck don't. I believe there's some truth to truth. Straight men don't usually slip up. Let my straight man say I was dating another fucking man. The fuck is wrong with that? Say the lead attorney got too many teeth in his mouth. Nigga love saying it. Nefarious. It was a nefarious situation. A nefarious. Goddamn, the nigga said nefarious 100 times one time. Oh, like, God damn it. I learned the word nefarious from this motherfucker. Yes, ma'am. Damn, y'all hard on the leader church. I see a 5. Look, man. Again, if some warning signs, your fucking risk factors start, some warnings are coming up, some shit ain't right, you ain't fucking with it. Women vet risk way different than men. Women their signal for risk and shit is totally different. Y'all got women's intuition, and that's some real shit. That's facts. It's facts. That is facts. So, guys, it's been fun, man. It's been fun, but all good things got to go to the end. I got to get my ass out of here. I think I've been at the 155 mark. I've been 2 hours talking shit. Listen, man, I'm loving it, man. I'm back doing, my original type content. Be looking out for some more Anton Daniel content. Be looking out for some. I'm gonna do some sprinkles of some pro-black stuff. I'm gonna talk about some more people in the space. I'm gonna come up with my men's rating system for women. I want y'all to rate these motherfuckers that I'm gonna put up on the goddamn screen. I'm serious. We gonna have fun with it. We're gonna have fun with it. But guys, I do appreciate you all, man. It's been fun. Please leave comments in the comment section, reviews on this content. Please share, pass the word. You know, D Darrell is back on doing this red pill shit in this manosphere adjacent ass sector. And I'm just giving an alternative voice for the alternative viewer in the goddamn space. Y'all have a great night. Peace.